Hey, listen to this, Sophia. I'm so sick of this. Hi, Olivia. What's going on with you? Is it related to your in-laws again? That's right. My in-laws are really pissing me off. They're going on some kind of neighborhood association trip. How am I supposed to take care of the kids while they're gone? They're not possibly going to leave all the housework to me during the trip, are they? I thought my mother-in-law would take care of the housework for me. That's why I agreed to marry my husband. And then they go on a trip to Florida without telling me? I can't believe it. I see. That's tough. But I think it's great that you can express your feelings like that. If it were me, I would never want to live with my husband's mother-in-law, no matter how much she does the housework. Well, I like my husband's parents, but whether or not I can live with them is another matter. So I respect you. What's with that? You say you respect me, but you're dissing me implicitly? If so, I'll give you a run for your money. I'm the boss mom around here. No, I'm not dissing you. I really and sincerely think it's great that you got married and moved in with your in-laws, as it is. And it's not a two-family house. It's a complete cohabitation, right? No, really, I think you're the epitome of a good wife. Really? Well, if you're going to say that much, I guess I have to believe you. But living with my in-laws is not a good thing, right? Well, they help me raise my children and they do the housework, and are happy to take me out when I want to have fun, but I don't think it's good to live with them. My in-laws are very strict about money. For example, when I go out for lunch with my mom friends and spend a little too much money, they criticize me for it. Criticize you? That's tough. What do they say? I believe you owe Emma some money, so maybe you should be paying her back instead of doing this, or something like that. That's the kind of downer. It really, really pisses me off. When they found out that I still haven't paid back the money to you, they even interfered in the management of our finances. It's so annoying. Oh, so that's what they say. But come to think of it, you do owe money not only to me but also to Emma and Lily, right? Well, I'm not in a hurry, but do you have a timeline for when you will pay us back or anything? Oh my god, you're talking to me like my mother-in-law. Give me a break. I keep telling you, I'm the boss mom. You should feel honored to be able to serve me. Oh, I see. Well, maybe you're right. But money is money, and I need you to pay me back. I'm not your mother-in-law, but you have to return what you borrowed eventually. Like I said before, my mother-in-law is in charge of the family finances, so I have very little money at my disposal. Every time I go out, I have to ask her for money. Don't you think this is humiliating? I am the woman who gave birth to your son's child, so I won't be able to pay back the money I borrowed from you guys for a while. I see. Then I have no choice. Oh, did you know? Emma and Lily's parents also live in this neighborhood, right? So it looks like they also went on the trip to Florida, like your in-laws. We're going to take this opportunity to... Aha! Stop! I'm so annoyed that you're talking about my mother-in-law right now. She gives me a high school student's amount worth of allowance. And what? A trip to Florida? A fancy hotel? I'm like, are you kidding me? So please don't ever mention that Florida trip in front of me again. Yes, I understand. By the way, Olivia, do you really have no money? I told you before. How many times do I have to tell you the same thing? Do you want to humiliate me so badly? No, that's not why. But you're right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I asked such an intrusive question about your family. I'm sorry. It's okay, if you understand. Ugh, I feel sorry for myself for having in-laws like this. A few days later. Hey, I heard what you did, Sophia. Is it true that you're planning a mom-friends trip without telling me? Oh, Olivia, hello. Yes, we are planning to go on a mom's trip this coming Saturday and Sunday with our usual group of friends, but we weren't keeping it a secret from you. I wondered if I should invite you too, but you said your mother-in-law was taking care of your money, and since your in-laws are going to be gone for their trip, I don't think you can ask them to take care of your daughter. So we all agreed that it would be better not to invite you this time. What are you talking about? I'm the boss mom. I'm the leader of everyone. Without me, you indecisive people will be in trouble. I heard about you, Sophia. Apparently you're the trip organizer? I can't imagine an idiot like you being able to organize a trip like that. Invite me now and leave the organizing to me. Well, as much as I would love to, Olivia, you don't have the money, do you? As I told you a while ago, you haven't paid back the money you owe me and Emma. Besides, this trip is just for mom friends, and the theme of the trip is refreshment. We have to leave the kids with our husbands or our parents. The schedule conflicts with your in-laws' trip to Florida. You can't leave your daughter with anyone, can you? Your parents live in Iowa, which is very far away. I can ask my husband to take care of my kid. Or what? Are you trying to keep me from going by making such a silly excuse? Just because I owe you guys money doesn't mean anything. That's not the same thing as a trip. If I don't have enough money, why don't you all donate money to me? The boss mom. Huh? Donations? That's a bit of a shocker. Lago Ma Resort Hotel and Club. It's a famous hotel, and it costs a lot of money, so we can't donate to you. Lago Ma Resort Hotel and Club? That's a luxury hotel. It's also where my in-laws are going on their Florida vacation. Why didn't you invite me? I'm sorry. The number of people who are going has already been confirmed, and I can't change it now. I am sorry, but I will invite you again on my next trip. I will buy you some souvenirs, so please look forward to it. Don't be silly. My mother-in-law says she'll do the housework for me. Damn you, I'll make you pay for this. The day of the trip. Hi, Sophia. How are you? I'm at home doing fine. I was so frustrated that a certain someone didn't invite me on a trip, so I decided to take a little revenge. I canceled the hotel reservations that everyone was going to stay at. I'll leave the cancellation fee to you. Because you didn't invite me, the boss mom, I canceled the trip. As for the hotel, there are no reservations, so you can stay in the fields, I guess. Revenge. We're already at the beach, having fun. What? Olivia, did you really cancel our hotel? We were shown to our room without a hitch, and we were enjoying the beach. Well, when I said I wanted to cancel my reservation for a group of guests, the hotel staff seemed to know what they were doing and said okay, so... Huh? What does that mean? Whose trip did I cancel? There's a bunch of Florida travelers in the lobby right now. Your in-laws are there too. They're kind of making a big deal about a cancellation or something. Olivia, maybe you canceled their Florida trip. Are you kidding me? What if they found out it was me? I'm sick and tired of my mother-in-law giving me crap. Hey, Sophia, you've got to do something to fix this. What for? Why do I have to clean up your mess? Because I'm the boss mom. You often refer to yourself as boss mom. We, the mom friends, have never thought of you as the boss. We have always been annoyed by your behavior. I can't believe you were trying to ruin our trip again. I can't believe you as a person. I have no confidence in my relationship with you anymore. I will block you from now on. Whether you block me or not, it doesn't matter now. If I don't do something about the Florida trip, my position at home again? Oh no, I can't deliver this text. Did you really block me? Oh my god, what am I going to do? Help me, Sophia. I'm your friend. You have to help me out. Afterwards. Later, Olivia's in-laws were furious when they discovered from the hotel's incoming call log that Olivia had canceled their trip to Florida. Olivia had complained a lot about living with them in the past, but now she was about to be evicted and her life was in danger. Olivia's in-laws apologized for the money Olivia owed us and brought Olivia to return the money. It didn't seem like she meant it, but Olivia apologized, so for now, well, that's good enough for us. Of course, what will happen to Olivia in the future is irrelevant to us.
Amy, are you okay now? Yeah, I just finished the housework. What's up? I'm going back to my parents' house this New Year's Eve. I need you to get me a plane ticket. What? Again? We agreed we'd go to my parents' house this year, didn't we? You promised. Sorry. My mom insisted, so I just... I need you to give her a push. She won't listen to me if I say something to her. I'm really sorry. Next year, I'll make it so we can go back to your parents' house. That's the thing. Can't I go to my parents' house and you go to your parents' house? We could do it separately. But... my mom wouldn't listen to me. She said people are supposed to spend the New Year's holiday at the husband's parents' house. That doesn't make sense. Your mother lives at your father's house, but what about the others? What others? Your relatives. They gather at your parents' house every year, right? But for your relatives, that house is not the husband's parents' house, isn't it? Why only us? Many of my relatives live in that area. I guess it means the same thing to my mom. What does that even mean? Anyway, get me the plane ticket. Thanks. Oh, okay. I thought I could spend this New Year's holiday at my parents' house. I'm so sorry. I'm an only child. I think Mom misses me too much, even though she has my dad. Are you saying my parents won't miss me? Oh, it's not like that. It's just that your brother is still living with your parents. And they can come by without a train ride, right? So I thought it'd be okay. It doesn't matter how far away they are or who my siblings are with. It doesn't change the fact that I miss them, you know? That's the way it is. What do you mean? Isn't that too unreliable? You promised me that I'd be able to come home. I'm sorry. Maybe you'll understand when you become a parent. I'm going to the supermarket now. Okay, be careful. Amy, when are you coming? You were supposed to arrive at 9 o'clock on the schedule. It's already 11 o'clock. Excuse me, mother-in-law. The road from the airport to your house was very busy, probably due to the rush of going back home. Then, due to a problem at the airport, I was not able to board at the time I was supposed to. The plane didn't fly. What is that? Do something about it. No, that's impossible. No matter how much we try, we do not have the power to deal with the rush to return home, or the airports. That's not what I meant. Find another route, and somehow get here on time. That's what the wife is supposed to do. Instead of looking for another airport or driving all the way to the airport, it's much smarter to wait for the plane. Huh? Did you call me an idiot? I didn't say anything. Please put on your cooking clothes as soon as you arrive. We have a lot of work to do. We're running behind on the schedule because you are late. Does that mean cleaning and shopping again? If you don't mind, you could ask someone else who's available to help. What are you talking about? They may be relatives, but they are my guests. You are out of your mind trying to make guests work for you. I am no one's wife, remember? Am I not a guest? What are you talking about? You're no one's wife. That means you're my family. Then I guess all your relatives are family too. Don't be so silly. Huh? Then can you send me the shopping list now? I'll buy some stuff at the supermarket on the way to your house. No, you can't. That would make Nolan work. He is family too, right? He's more family than me. He is my only son. I can't make my beautiful son work for me. You're not afraid of making your lovely son's wife work. Women have to work. Working hard for the family. It's the only way you make your existence worthwhile. Oh, I see. I can't leave my relatives in a dirty house for hours to begin with. So, I need you to come early and clean up first. Then can I ask you to start cleaning first? I'll do it when I get there. You're going to make me do this alone? Okay. I'll be there as soon as I can. You'd better. Amy, you are still at the supermarket, right? Yes. Good. I'm glad your movements are so slow. So, what else do you want from me? I want you to get me something extra. I'm already occupied. I can barely message you. But you are sending me messages right now. That means it's okay. Can I come back there first? If I had a car, it'd be no problem at all. But for some reason, I'm not allowed to use the car. Of course not! If I have anything unexpected coming up, it's not convenient to not have a car here. But that doesn't mean you need your husband's and Nolan's car. Is it necessary for you to keep 2 cars? I think 1 car is enough. If they have something to do in a hurry, they'll be in trouble, right? Yes, but I don't think it won't happen for both of them to have something in a hurry at the same time. You will never know. Oh, and you can't stop by here in between shopping. What? Why not? It would be a waste of time if you had to come back and forth. But I don't know if I can bring it back with me. If it's something small, I think it'll be okay, but the men said that they're out of beers. So, beer, whiskey, wine, just get them something at random. Are you really talking about beer now? But each one is small, so it's okay, right? I already have juice for the kids to drink. I have rice and all kinds of stuff. There's no way I can bring beer with me. If it's not too much, it's fine. Besides, you're young. You say I'm young, but I'm also over 30. You're younger than me. Amy, you can do it. Can you at least call Nolan? I don't think I can bring them in myself. No way. He's almost wasted because of his relative. What? Has he already had that much to drink? I usually tell him to refrain from drinking because he gets drunk really easily. Oh, you're saying that? It's New Year's Eve. Especially if he's being nagged by his devil wife. I'm sorry, do you mean me? Oh, I'm sorry, that slipped out. Anyway, please buy some drink. As soon as you can. Wait a minute, please. I really can't. Please call someone. Mother-in-law, you're terrible. How can you suddenly pour water on me? It's bad enough that you're slacking off. You think you can afford to sleep in peace? Don't rest, even for 1 second. Keep working. Your relatives are coming back in the evening, right? You can afford to have a cup of tea and take a break. Do you think it's okay for me to have a little bit of a nap? Who permitted you to take a nap? I don't remember giving it. I told Nolan. I've been moving around since yesterday and I'm tired. So I'm going to take a 5-minute nap. A wife listens to the mother-in-law. When we first got married, didn't you say, a wife listens to her husband? It depends on the place and the situation. Right now, Nolan is at his parents' house. It's me and my husband who lives in this house, so you should listen to us. Well then, if I had called my father-in-law and asked for his permission, you wouldn't have poured water on me? You could have done that, but you can't. My husband is out with his relatives right now. He rarely checks his messages. What's that? So you were going to interrupt my nap from the beginning? That's a terrible thing to say. I just want you to do your job as a wife. You made me do all the cleaning and shopping. What do you make me do now? The relatives are coming over tonight. We have to prepare dinner. Yes, but frankly, I don't want to cook in this house. Oh my god! Do you think you're allowed to say that? Because you throw every single thing I cook into the trash. I don't want to do it anymore. It's because you never learned the taste of my home. It's your fault! Then why don't you just tell me all the ingredients and the amounts? But all you tell me is, learn it with my eyes and tongue. If you say you can't do anything, do you think you'll be out of charge of cooking? In charge of what? I do everything, don't I? All you do is tell me what to do. Wives are supposed to work. What is wrong with you? And yet, when relatives or your husband or Nolan pass by, you pretend to give me advice or do things with me. It's just a coincidence. It just helps you sometimes. Because you're so obtuse. You know that you're doing something wrong. You realize that, don't you? I'm not doing anything wrong. As your mother-in-law, I'm guiding you, Amy. I see. So you don't think you're wrong at all? Of course not. Then I have my own ideas. Please be prepared. Oh well. I wonder what you're going to do, Amy. I'm looking forward to it. Missed calls. Missed calls. Amy, where are you? My house is in trouble. Come back and explain. Didn't I explain to you? I've been daughter-in-law abused by your mother. That's the explanation? Anyway, come back. I feel sorry for my mom. Everyone blames her. They blame her? That's hilarious. Your mother did that much. I'm not going back. I just found a new hotel, so I'm staying there. Are you kidding me? What the hell is going on? More importantly, tell me how it went over there. I'm telling you, it's a mess. I'm not asking about right now. When my mother-in-law threw away my food, I said, "Mother-in-law, how dare you throw away the dinner I just cooked? Don't you feel sorry for the food?" How did she respond? At the time, everyone was surprised. Of course they were. I screamed pretty loud. I think it was the third time. "Mother-in-law, don't hit me because you don't like me. A few people tried to check on you too." Oh, I think it was around that time that some of the relatives came over. It was really funny how desperately she was trying to make excuses. You knew how my mom behaves. That's why you were recording the daughter-in-law grinding. That's right. Whenever someone passes by, she always tries to cover it up. I could easily imagine she's making excuses. Oh, right. So your mother, are you saying that she's being blamed by the family now? Yes, she is. Dad's pissed. I think she's being blamed from the female relatives mainly. Maybe there were a lot of victims of the wife beater. Your father didn't know about it either? I guess so. I thought so. When I showed him the video as evidence, his face turned blue. So it was your mother and you who were not in their right mind. What? Me too? Did you really think you were decent? I told you how many times that I was being bullied by her. It's crazy when your mother's pressure is getting to you, and you're doing whatever she says. I see. I'm sorry. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I'll convince my mom, so come back. There won't be a next time. I'm getting a divorce. What? You're lying, right? Do you think I would lie like this? I'm sick and tired of your mother and you. No way. Why do I have to divorce you? I said I'd make sure there won't be a next time. How many times have you said that? What? We've been married for 3 years, and I've heard it more than enough. I'll make sure it won't happen again. I'll tell my mother very strictly. I can't believe it anymore. I've seen you get knocked down so many times. Every time you lose, and I'm the one who gets in trouble. Do you understand? I'll help you next time. That's your parents' house. What do you mean by help? You say that I'm supposed to do the housework. That's not true. That was just a figure of speech. That's how it was. I will not change my mind. I'll leave first thing tomorrow. I'll leave the divorce papers on the table. Why don't you relax at your parents' house? How can I relax under these circumstances? I won't sign the divorce papers. Please, come back. Amy. Amy, I heard you divorced Nolan. Yes, the divorce proceedings were completed yesterday. Now, Nolan and I are strangers. If a woman gets divorced, her future is bleak, isn't it? You don't make enough money. Are you glad you got divorced? Your son is the one who doesn't make enough money. Huh? Do you think it's okay to make fun of someone, even if he's your ex-husband? I'm not making fun of him. It's just a fact. You know that Nolan and I work for the same company, right? I know that. But so what? I'm his boss, and he's my subordinate. Maybe you didn't know that. Huh? Really? That's right. That's why I get paid more than him. But eventually, men make more money. Even if Nolan is lower than you now, he will overtake you eventually. As long as he works for the company, it's gonna be difficult. He's my child! What's wrong with you? Actually, last year he made a big mistake at work that cost the company a lot of money. Because of that, I think it'll be difficult for him to get promoted in the future. What? You're kidding, right? Since he doesn't seem to have the courage to change jobs, there's a big possibility that he'll be an ordinary employee in the future. Oh no! There's no way that's true for my boy. Besides,
Your husband is also thinking about the amount of living expenses they can put into the house. What? My husband? Is that what he said? Yes, he reported it to me, you know?
I've been working all the time and pushing housework and child rearing on her. I gave her a lot of money so she wouldn't be inconvenienced. That's why she was so selfish and did what she did.
That's what he told me. That has nothing to do with it. I'm in trouble. He needs to keep putting money in the house, as he's always been doing. Please tell that to your husband. I'm the wrong person to tell. But it's better than to get a divorce, isn't it? Well, if my father-in-law divorced you, he would have to live on his own. I'm sure he didn't want that. I think divorce is a terrible idea. Hey, if I tell my husband, will he still give me the money? I don't know. That's up to your husband. But the money you get from Nolan and your husband is decreasing. It looks like you won't be able to afford whatever you want from now on. Wait a minute! Why is Nolan sending me less money too? I told you before. My salary is higher than his. But since we divorced, of course, he gets less money, right? So, isn't it inevitable that he will send less money to you too? Oh, I forgot that! In the worst case scenario, he might not be able to send any money to you. Oh no! We'll be in trouble. Hey, you get paid better than him, right? Can you send money to me? Huh? Why should I give money to a stranger? I'm Nolan's mother, right? I'm your ex-mother-in-law. No, you said it yourself. I'm your ex-mother-in-law. Do you understand? An ex-mother-in-law is a stranger. I don't understand what you mean by sending money to a stranger. I've always thought you were a strange person. You are even more stupid than I imagined. Well, I don't care because I don't have anything to do with you anymore. Well then, goodbye. Wait a minute, Amy! Don't you want to reconsider the divorce after all? Amy! Within a month, my ex-husband voluntarily resigned from his job. He was not good at his job, and was distant from the company. Rumors started to circulate that he had been divorced, and he couldn't take it anymore. Now, my ex-father-in-law is supporting my ex-mother-in-law and ex-husband. It seems that they are living in a very hard life. Because of that one incident, even the relatives have distanced themselves. My ex-husband's family will have a lonely life in the future. I had little trouble working because of my ex-husband's presence, but now that he's left, I can work more vividly. I'm going to keep working as hard as I can in the future.